Hello Orchid friends, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at this beautiful yellow Phalaenopsis orchid, and it's currently grown in full water culture method. If this is your first time watching my video, my channel is all about orchids, from what orchids I have, how I grow them, my thoughts on certain orchid topics, to what orchids in my collection are blooming, etc. So if you want to follow along my orchid hobby adventure, please consider subscribing to my channel and turn on the notification. This orchid is a Noid from a grocery store. I've had this one for at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years. This particular flowering is its first flowering in full water culture, and originally I had 5 buds, but its first bud never really fully developed, and then it just became dried. So what you're seeing here really is the second bud, third, fourth, and fifth bud to open. It doesn't have a fragrance, unfortunately, and it's, like I said, no ID. But the fact that it's blooming, I think it's liking full water culture. What you are seeing here is there is no water in the cup because I was at the time giving it some rest. I do this with my full water culture orchids from time to time because I want to make sure I give some rest to these water roots, because sometimes soaking them every day for weeks, it's beneficial for these orchids to have a break from the water. So some people may call this like a semi-water culture, but I don't do this on a weekly basis. Maybe like once a month or even every other month, I let it dry out completely for 1 to 2 days, sometimes even 3, depending on what the orchid is doing at the time. So one biggest benefit of full water culture is that you can really convert it to semi-water culture or adjust the water level or do different things based on what you see your orchid is doing. So I like this method. Some people don't believe in it, but I think it's a fun method to try it out if you haven't tried this before. Quite a few Chinese subscribers and new orchid hobbyists asked me, my full water culture orchids are losing its leaves at the bottom. What do I do? I said not to worry, because sometimes it's normal that they shed their older leaves. So as long as the leaves are not turning yellow from the middle or from the top, I really think you have nothing to worry about. And here you see the water level being very low at the bottom of the cup. I do that too from time to time to make sure that I give that variation of different water level, because sometimes the roots need some water, sometimes they really don't. And here is another shot of slightly higher water level, because I want to make sure that some of these new roots are touching the water. They're not quite low to reach the bottom, so I wanted to make sure that they also get some water so they can continue to get adjusted to the full water culture method. And here you see a spray bottle, and this is what I use to spray down my full water culture orchid roots sometime. Not all the time, not often at all. Maybe every other week if I see that the humidity is really low and the roots are looking really dry, other than the roots in the water. Obviously they're wet, but anything that's above the water level, if they're dry, I simply spread them down with a little bit of reverse osmosis water, just so that it's giving extra additional water, moisture to hydrate. And the only thing I want to caution you is that if you get water in between leaves or on the stem, just use a paper towel or tissue to soak up excess water. And if it's not completely dry, don't worry. The ventilation will help you take care of it. But as you spray, just make sure you spray away or spray directly on the roots and not on the orchid stem itself. And for the rest of the video is just basically a collection of the photos I have taken of this orchid from the bud stage, the spike stage, bud stage, and flowering stage. I hope you like these photos, and I hope you like this video. This is all I have for you today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to get more orchid related videos from my channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification. I want to wish you happy growing, and I will talk to you in my next video. Ciao!